It is Saturday with all of its splendor. I hope that you are having a wonderful Saturday morning. The sun is shining. I don't know if it's shining where you are. I don't know if it's raining or not. However, beyond the clouds, the sun is still shining. The sun shines 24/7. I hope that you are excited about your day simply because you woke up this morning and somebody else did not. I hope that you are excited about today because you have another chance to get it right. Just out here on a morning stroll, I just wanted to converse with you just on just something random that dropped into my spirit. Many years ago, I had a friend of mine named Zach, right? Zach, he had a six-pack. He had, he was really buff. He could probably go into any weightlifting competition. I'm sorry, any bodybuilding competition and blow him out the water. And I said, man, and so what I did was, I said, man, come on, let's go to the gym, man. You have to get me a six-pack like you have. You have to get me a chest like you have, because I'm trying to look like that, man. That's just like, that's like a true inspiration. And he said, he said, Cook, man, can I tell you something? The truth. Because everybody else he would tell, he worked out in the gym and so on and so forth. He said, let me tell you the truth. He said, Cook, I have never, he said, maybe once touched a weight in my entire life. He said, the only push-ups the only push-up that I've done is that of a bet, when I bet somebody and I lost the bet. He said, I was born like this. He said, God just blessed me with a body like I have. It just was like this. My metabolism is different. So I said, man, you lying. Because I've known him for, some years, and I've never heard him talk about the gym or anything of that nature. I've never seen him eat healthy or anything, to be honest. I've seen him drink like one protein shake or whatever, but in terms of eating, I've never seen him do it, right? He said, I'm telling you, I've never, ever touched the weight. He said, women come up to me asking me to train them, so on and so forth. They give me their number and information. But I don't want to tell he said, I don't want to tell anybody that I've never touched the weight, because I don't even want to go into the whole, conversation about how did you get like that, so on and so forth. He said, I was just blessed like it. He said, so I'm not the guy that you should be talking to about training. Because as soon as you get up underneath the weight and you can't lift it, I can't help you because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm saying all that to say, sometimes we compare ourselves to people. We look at them and we wonder, how did they get that? We look at that man and we wonder, how did he get her? We look at that female and we wonder, how did she get him? We look at other people's physique. Oh, how did he get a chest like that? Or we look at a woman, how did her body or her waist is snatched in, and how is it that her buttocks is so well rounded? Whatever the case may be, I don't know what you're comparing. You're comparing, well, how did he ace the test? And I didn't. How did he get an A on the test? And I didn't. How did he get an A in the class and he never came? I was just reading an interesting article about this teacher at this college. He was selling A's. He just got convicted, actually. He was selling A's for $300. He said, if you want an A, $300. If you want a B in the class, it's $200. If you want a C, it's $100. And he did it for 15 years. And there's somebody in that particular class wondering how some other student got an A when they never came to the class. I'm saying to you that you ought never compare yourself to somebody else, because you don't know what they did to get what they have. Sometimes we can get so caught up into, oh, they have a wonderful life, when in actuality, you don't even know their life. You're basing their life on what you see. And oftentimes what we see is only a figment of our imagination. It's not even real. It's only 5% of the reality of the situation. Comparison is the quickest way to kill your self-esteem. Comparison is the quickest way to make you go outside of your character and be something that you weren't designed to be. Comparison will make you rethink your purpose. Comparison will make you rethink your greatness. Comparison will destroy who you are trying to become, simply because you're trying to become somebody that you were never designed to be, or you don't even know how that person got there. Today has to be the day where we minimize the comparison. What I'm saying to you, it's okay to compare for motivational purposes. You see somebody with a yacht, you see somebody with an airplane or something like that, and you aspire to get one. That's a positive comparison. But when you go up in your head, what they said, I went with a buddy of mine to one of his, he celebrated 10 years of being drug free. I went to one of his celebrations, and the guy got up there and said, "You got to stop going up in your head without an escort." And sometimes we go up in our head without an escort. God never intended for you to do that, for you to go down here, come and compare yourselves. No, he wanted you to live your life and live it in abundantly, whether it be mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is. So today is the day where we stop comparing, where we stop looking at and analyzing people and measuring who they are up against what we are, or who we are and what we have. Today is the day where if you're going to use it for positive, then use it for positive. I remember Mike Tyson, he said that what he used to do is that he put all of the boxers that he aspired to be better than. He lined them all up on his wall. Rocky Marciano, he put Muhammad Ali, all of those. Jack Dempsey, all of those. He put all of those up on his wall, not as a comparison, but as an inspiration to keep going. So today, we get rid of all of the comparisons. Why, Cook? Because you are trying to go the extra mile to try to be like somebody that God created you to be better than, that God had created you to go further than. But you want to minimize yourself to somebody, not even know how they got what they had. Let me close with this. Many years ago, I compared myself to somebody, and I wanted to know how he got what he had, and so on and so forth. And so I approached him, and I said, "Man, I want to get like that," so on and so forth. And how he got there, it was kind of in a shabby way. And I don't do shabby stuff. He said, "Man, you should just go ahead and do it. You should just go ahead and do it," and blah, 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 and all that. I said, "No, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing that." He said, "Man, it's quick. It'll be out of there. You can't get in trouble," so on and so forth. but it was against my morals and it was against my principles. And there was nothing associated that said integrity to it. He said, man, it's going to bless you. You're going to be financially stable. At the time, I was actually broke. I was really broke. Like broke. Like really broke. But I wasn't willing to take any shortcuts. He set me down and we were in his office. He said, look, oh, you're going to get this amount of dollars every week. You know, all I need is your social, and all you got to do is give me $300 of it every week. I'm going to put this check in your name, so on and so forth. I said, I'm not willing to do it. No. Listen to me. I had $3 to my name. Period. I'm talking about period. And I wasn't willing to do that. I wasn't willing, because that's not who I am. I'm saying to you, if you're going to use it for comparison, if you're going to compare yourself to somebody for motivational purposes, don't do any shortcuts. Any. We don't do shortcuts. No. I can't tell you how many times I've died just so I can live. I can't tell you how many times I've died spiritually, how many times I've died mentally, how many times I've died emotionally, just so that I can live mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Whatever you do in your comparison, whatever actions you take, don't compare yourself and measure yourself against somebody in a negative light. Aspire. If they have a doctrine and you aspire to be a doctor, do that, but do it in your own light. If they have a jet and you want to go get a jet, do the necessary things to get that. But from a motivational perspective, you got this. You got this. And once you do it, and if you do it with integrity, and if you do it with knowing that you're doing the right thing, nobody can ever come back and take it from you. Nobody can ever come back and say, oh, no, you didn't do all this, and that you were crooked. No, you can never tell me that nobody can ever come back and say, I got this because of this and all of it. No, you can't do that with Richard Cook. And I want to pass that on to you. You got this. No comparison. None of that. Only winning. Welcome to the winner circle, baby. It's your time to shine. Let's get it.